So going back to this program, Maria May was in the ring and was going to host the women's title contract signing. And that's where she introduced Mitsu Arakawa, and she comes out with the stardom thing of the video on the screen and the peppy stardom music and the stardom. Do they think this stardom is going to be worth 2 wet farts on United States television? And are the people who would be most interested in watching this stardom horse and this Joshi bullshit, are those people on some type of government registry or list? And do they have to tell us where they live? Can they just
not everyone
move
who
around the
watches
country?
stardom is a pervert.
Can they just move around the country freely and willy-nilly, moving from California to Sarasota, Florida, or whatever?
Stopping in St. Louis? I don't know.
And they let her try to talk here, too. And after all that
in the RJ City interview with her, she revealed that I believe her major was English in university.
Well, if I was her, I'd ask for a refund on that correspondence course.
I want to say her major was English and her minor was English literature. And then he asked her about a bunch of books and she had no idea what she was talking about.
I don't know about the major or the minor, but speaking of minors, so after all of the horseshit was done with the speaking, then Saraya and Harley and Anna jumped all the girls in the ring, but Toni Storm made a comeback, but then ran her own self through a fucking table. The end. What the fuck? This is a parody of a wrestling show at this point. And you can't even critique whatever the fuck's going on.
And again, the question always comes down to, who is this marketed towards? If you're going to pretend that it's not just about getting women who are wearing women with wedgies bopping down to the ring for perverts watching the show, certainly there are fans who appreciate
You just said that they were not all perverts. Some of them are preverts and some of them are postverts.
I'm not even saying all the fans of women's wrestling. I'm saying look at how it's being marketed and pushed to them. Is it being treated the same way the men are? And I'm not saying it should in terms of how much time they get, and they certainly don't have all the talent the same way. But in terms of the storyline, in terms of how people behave in this, is this for adult men? Is this like an adult man's...
Chronologically or emotionally?
Is this an adult man's idea of what would work for an 8-year-old girl or a man who thinks like an 8-year-old girl? Like, it makes no sense when you really think about it. Like, who is it supposed to appeal to? But what do I know? I'm just an old-fashioned wrestling fan.
Just a normal adult man.